For the majority of popular music's history, rhythm or groove has been expressed in one of two ways, either straight or swung. Starting in the 90s and 2000s, there was a new rhythmic pulse introduced that's had a large influence on artists like D'Angelo, Robert Glasper, and many others. This change in rhythmic pulse was created by the hip-hop producer J Dilla. Through the use of blending straight and swung rhythms simultaneously and using drum machines to create micro-shifted and unquantized drum beats, this third rhythmic expression was created that optimized surprise and musicality. This rhythmic expression has been titled Dilla Time by the author Dan Charnas. Over the last few weeks, I've been exploring in my studio these three different rhythmic pulses, straight time, swung time, and Dilla time, and using them as a framework for teaching bassists how to groove along to hip-hop drums. Straight time is defined as even pulses where each note lasts the same amount of time and has the same amount of distance between them. Let's listen to this example. As we can hear, these straight eighth note pulses have a grounding effect on the drums overall. In swing time, we still have two notes, but the first note lasts approximately twice as long as the second note. Now you can play with the duration. You can make that second note last a little bit longer or a little bit shorter. You can play around with that. That's sometimes called swing percentage. Let's listen to some examples of what that sounds like with the So Far To Go drum loop. As we can hear, swing time adds a certain amount of propulsion or energy in anticipating the next downbeat. When we start to explore Dilla time, we can hear impact from both straight and swung rhythm. Let's listen to the drums again with a simplified example of Dilla time. We can start to hear how the lack of predictability, the inconsistencies start to have this really interesting interplay. But we can take that a step further. One thing we're going to do is have non-symmetrical groupings of 16th notes and 8th notes. So it becomes, again, less predictable. Another thing we're going to play around with is the idea of displacement. That's where we can move a beat in anticipation forward or in delay after. And the impact of Dilla time in musicians like D'Angelo, they tend to put it back behind the beat, but you can also play around with moving it in front of the beat, like in this example. When we play with all three of these times, we can hear that each time has a different feel. And it's not that one's right or wrong, better or worse. We want to use these to explore the impact of where we place a note rhythmically and how that changes our perception or our feel over groove and pocket. The more we explore this, the more freedom and the more creativity you're going to have as a bassist. If you want to continue to explore these ideas in greater detail, be sure to download my Dilla Groove practice kit, which you can get for free by signing up for my newsletter in the link below. Be sure to follow along for more hip hop and jazz influenced bass tips.